Some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. going to take the touchback. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's by. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Bond. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The inside handoff. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Breaks into the open. Got it out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save your...
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ready to fire from the pistol. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to take a shot right away. He's got it inside the 25. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Quick release on the RPO. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Give to the running back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And wings it incomplete.
I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over him.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Inside the 25. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Splits the uprights. Good. That brings him to within 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Michigan is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social, and their recruits are definitely taking notice. They're trailing by 21 to Texas A&M. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it can be a long game.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll run it from the gun. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. We've played one before we move on. Let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Mills. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete on the comeback. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Motion from the back. On 4th down, looking for the completion. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of the guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket. and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. They need the 40 to convert here on third down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw again. Throws to the back. Finds his man. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
He wants to go deep. Give him 6. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time we provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's open. He's loose. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Green.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Steps away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play, but I tell you what, You don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, oof. If you get up now, you're dang sure going to feel them later.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. And as a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now they regain the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. On Wisconsin. They're darn near perfect offensively today. Almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice. They're up 14 over Marshall. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mills. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. On the option. He'll toss it.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Quickly out to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Sends it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And as the 1st half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree. So
intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Bringing it back.
what a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
I love the timing on the jet sweep there. The quarterback snapped it at the perfect moment. He could give it right away to the receiver to get outside, get around the defensive end, and start getting upfield.
And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Hauls it in, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Alabama! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun to give, looking for room. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an...
Turning it on! He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You can tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes that Alabama offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll give it to the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking left. Intercepting. The defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
The give out of the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Grabbed in backfield. It's Harvin.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Defense looks like they're coming. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
And the returner will be dragged down. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
They go to the ground. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll leave it with him. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Michigan is just getting blown off the field right now. We've been watching big games in the big house forever, and I've personally never seen anything like this.
And he's going to bring this one out. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Off-play action on first down. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
He rifles one deep down the right side. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. He might want another play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Becker. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they've got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Right back to the well. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock it down behind the line.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Back to pass on second down. Got his man. After 40, there he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Found the spot in the defense. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown time!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one. Brings it down on the right side. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now adjusting. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incomplete.
There he goes. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
The this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to... And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Edwards.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, building it.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.